Kaliningrad and Sevastopol will be destroyed in the first hours if Russia attacks NATO. This statement was made by former commander of US Army forces in Europe, Ben Hodges.
If Russia were to attack Poland in 2025 the same way it attacked Ukraine, it would be destroyed by NATO air forces and the alliance's ground troops. You can be sure that Kaliningrad would be eliminated in the very first hours. In the first hours, Kaliningrad would be gone. All Russian facilities would be destroyed. Any Russian military facilities in Sevastopol as well.
The general is confident that the alliance's response to an attack now would be immediate and devastating. But in 2014, the alliance missed something important. NATO countries allowed Russia to go unpunished for its aggression.
If we go back to 2014, when the war began, Europe, the US and Canada generally supported Ukraine. But many countries were still too dependent on Russia for oil and gas supplies. People would say, come on, don't exaggerate, Russia is an important country, it has nuclear weapons. And back then, in 2014, we failed to make it clear that Russian aggression would not go unpunished. Even the Minsk agreements turned out to be a farce. No sanctions changed Russia's behavior. It had no respect for these measures at all.
Moreover, Russia's behavior became even more aggressive. For example, Russian propagandists personally turned Kaliningrad into a staging ground for military threats against Europe. One such person was the Russian propagandist and State Duma deputy Yevgeny Popov. This summer, he released a report. The report from the missile ship Buria was filled with veiled threats to EU countries. He said, in effect, look, we have Kalibr missiles and they can fly over 2,000 kilometers. You can do the math yourself to see where they can reach.
Considering that we're in the Baltic and the range of the Kaliber missiles is roughly plus or minus 2,500 kilometers, it's easy to calculate the potential strike zone.
It's against this backdrop that Hodges' words about destroying Kaliningrad were spoken. So the first hours after an attack would not be surprising at all.
The complete destruction of Russian military bases, specifically those located in Sevastopol and in Kaliningrad, which was formerly known as Königsberg, is, in my considered opinion, a perfectly adequate and entirely appropriate response to any potential and significant threat emanating from the Russian Federation.